So here we are with Gladys, and it'll slowly dawn on you where she's shooting. They're going to shoot this singly, so what we're actually going to do is cut between the gents and the ladies shooting this, because it will become very apparent to you that this is going to take some time to shoot. You can see the other three girls standing behind. Now then, where's she going with this? That would be steep. That's pretty steep. Oh, she's still going. That's where she's going. It's 15 yards. It's, for my money, it's a cut. Well, decent start, and the back hurts. And trust me, there's.
I should mention it's a 20 centimetre face. That
yes.
spot is about the size of a 10-pence piece.
Yes, and the cut is above your sight tape. It's what we used to refer to as an OMG mark, which is oh my god.
But technically, it's not that difficult to shot. They've got good footing. I've shot steeper than this, but what makes this especially cruel at the moment is the bright sunlight behind the target.
Yes,
you
this is just hanging
can't
out
distinguish the spot.
Yes.
You don't know what you're aiming at.
So there goes Gladys again. She's just gonna, and I think this is a good move. She looks like she's just gonna get on with this. I don't think you can overthink this. That's a great shot.
She must be as happy as a kangaroo on a trampoline to hit that spot from there.
Basically, you don't often see. I mean, there's the girls standing behind her. There are other people who've come to watch this. You will hear people just be pleased for the guys and girls on the peg. This is, as I say, I mean, for my money, the cut on a sight is go to your 15-yard sight mark and go 3 full turns on a sight above that. Like I say, it is in the nosebleed territory. If she shoots a 4 on this, if she takes away 13,
nice
actually takes away 14. That's
fantastic,
superb. It may have hurt the little Belgian. Now this is Chris White. Comes in at this target tied with the German Abstreiter, and off he goes, pointing up in the air.
Bending so far back, his head's out of camera.
Yep. You can just see actually it's starting to rain, which doesn't help matters. It's a lovely day out there. It's very, very humid.
It's unusual to see Chris come down. He's having problems finding which spot to shoot.
Absolutely. I figure he's pretty happy with the cut. As I say, the technicalities of the cut is not that immense.
At this point of the game as well, though, with only 2 targets left to go, this
and
being
all
one
tied.
of them, all tied, every single shot now is worth money.
Oh yeah, and beyond that, if somebody 15s this target, if anybody in this group 15s this target, and I include Bleyendaal, who's he's
2 off the leader.
2 off the lead. 15 this target, you've won. I don't
Yep.
care if there's another target to shoot.
But no one's done it yet today.
Nope.
I think one of the best is Dave Home with 14.
Well,
earlier in the day when
which is
maybe you didn't
fantastic.
have that afternoon sun.
No, it's fantastic. Or maybe he was shooting a bigger spot, but it was a fantastic score, that 14 by Dave Home, and Felix Mickle as well. So, Chris is back with a weather shield on. Yep, it's up there, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to put shade on that scope.
It really is a ridiculous angle. There was someone earlier on today talking about shooting it backwards. How does that work?
If you were to turn from where Chris is now, if you were to turn all the way around, literally through 180 degrees, and then pivot, it's a bit old school, but pivot round as you turn to draw the bow, you would actually find it easier to get a balance.
No.
That's a 4.
Yeah.
Again,
really, that's not a bad shot on this target, is it?
no. He has to make something of this now, whether or not. I mean, if you ever want an ultimate test of a third axis, this is it. His little weather shield fell off, but you know, you see guys come off field course and go, oh, third axis, you know, and they think that's making a difference in and around 20 and 30 degrees. This is actually measuring somewhere around about 60 degrees. That's angle, not weather. You know, this is phenomenal. The cut chart that most of these guys use actually just has a star next to it for 60 degrees at 15 yards. The computer says no. Right. That's
nice
a spot.
shot.
That second to last target, what do you think of it?
It's a bit of fun. I mean,
Yes.
it's so ridiculously steep. You set your sight into the middle of nowhere and see what you can do. I mean, my first shot was a good shot. Sight was way out. Second shot was a good shot. Got my sight right. And the third one, I was just wobbling all over the place. As well, you see from the video, everyone was doing the same.
Yes. Now this is elegant. This is Anne Lantee, world field champion, and I'll never bend like that. But that is pretty athletic.
Do you reckon she's been a gymnast in a past life?
She plays golf. Hey, you see, I can do it to you. There's nothing you
Yeah.
say to
But
that.
again,
fair
when you've
enough.
got
Do you know what a
all the weight
handicap
on
is?
that back leg and the leg is bent,
Yeah.
it's very easy to just get that little bit of shake in the body.
Back to Chris. Needs a 5. Hits a 5, and there's a lot of pressure on the German boy. Don't hit a 5, and the German boy can go a point ahead. Oof.
Four's
That's
it.
a bad one.
Snappy. Right. There goes Anne. Up and up and up and up and up. Gladys smiling at her, going, I've already shot this.
There must be a smug satisfaction in shooting this first.
It's pretty scary, but yeah, if you get out of it with a 14, you deserve to be smug.
Fair.
That's 2 draws for Anne. Now, never forget, in this particular game, you have 4th draw must go. And Anne, this is the first time we've seen Anne, her bubble is burst with respect to laughing, because it's hysteria. The German, Abstreiter, actually looks pretty good. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but that line's pretty tidy.
And that's
5.
a great shot. That's a great
shot.
shot. Were you saying earlier on, Alistair, that a real man would shoot this one at the bottom of the 5?
Yep.
He's a man.
Right, we're back to Anne. 3rd draw. Probably want to get this one away. I'm not convinced she's going to. Oh, I can't hold my breath much longer. Nope.
Next one must go.
Yes. A couple of deep breaths. I like the wide open stance. I like the slightly bent back knee. She's got the balance. Now, Abstreiter's doing it in a way which is very pretty. And, just out. Still, though, hit another 5. That's our group telling her that she has to shoot this one. Very helpful
When
of
your
them.
body's leaning back at this angle, what's happening is you're stretching the muscles on one side of the body, compressing the other side of the body, which makes it very difficult for the shoulder blades to actually work to keep the back tension
Yes.
to get a good follow through.
We may see Ruben in this group, Ruben Bleyendaal, shoots back tension, and that could be tricky. He's going to have to keep a line where other guys
It's
don't.
very difficult to stretch those muscles which are already being stretched one
Back
side
to
and
Anne.
compress the other.
Go on,
He
you've
has
got to
to
get
shoot
this
it.
away.
Yeah, yes.
It's not a bad
Nice.
effort. Not a bad effort
Not
at all.
bad at all.
Now, a 5 would make Chris White shudder a bit. Yes.
That was great. I mean, that was a money shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really doesn't look anymore. We're back to...
Must be worth about €500 to him.
Well, they've still got a target to shoot, but this is the big one. Now, back with the gents, while we just wait for Anne, as she just goes for a bit more cut, is that Liam 15s this, and he is the man. If Liam 15s this, he leapfrogs into a tie for the lead with Abstreiter.
That was a
That's-
little bit wild. And when I say a little bit, I mean that's an air shot.
As he
Oh,
destroys
he's really
the
chuckling
peg.
over this one, isn't he?
I have to say that guys are going into this going, if somebody wants to, if a fairy godmother wants to give me a 14, I don't have to shoot it, I'm not going to go out there and go, no, I think I could 15 it.
But there are archers who would normally be sort of in awe of Liam and looking at this and thinking,
Human.
I could
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah, go and stand and try and do that. That's actually quite pretty. I thought Liam's elbow would end up a little bit lower than that. Now then, needs a sport.
Certainly everyone's bending from the waist on this target. Is that in? Is that just clipping?
Difficult to tell. Give us a second. And yes, that is in, we're told. Good shot.
That was a corker.
She really actually needs to hit another spot to stay in touch with Gladys, otherwise with a target to go, Gladys is away from her.
Can't get any more middling than that one.
Now you see, I think Liam's spending a lot of time trying to work out if he hit that, and to be fair, he's got one on the right and one on the left. It's not like, oh, he's going to go for an adjustment. Maybe the first one was a really bad shot. So, bottom spot for Liam. 5 would keep him there or thereabouts for at least 3rd place. Oh, actually, 5 would take him into a tie for 2nd. So, back to Anne. Yeah, that's excellent. And just get off that target. That's fantastic shooting.
We
Made
were
it look
holding our
hard
breath
work.
then on that one.
Now, Liam, 5 takes him into a very interesting place with a target to go. That's not.
Looking at that bunny, anything can happen. You know, I was like, I still had every belief that, whoever goes and cleans that target will win the tournament. And I was right, because if I had cleaned it,
Yes.
I would have won, and I think it was always on the table, knowing that target was still to come, never kind of lose hope at all,
Yes. Now, Lucy Holderness, I may have mentioned before, carries a bit of an injury, and she's going a long way up.
She wasn't happy about this target earlier on.
She didn't like it yesterday. She felt that she maybe didn't have the technique in the bag to shoot it. Just because of the injury, she can't drop that rear shoulder, which you see a lot of guys do. Drop the rear shoulder, pick a spot, and effectively punch it. Ruben, back
shooting
tension.
great today, hasn't he?
Drop 2 coming in here. He has done wonders. He's in a position 15 this, and he's in a tie for the lead.
Well, here he is with the back tension, as you mentioned before.
Yeah, that's not happened for him.
Does that mean something?
And where you've seen Hysteria and Steely, not saying anything from the other guys, you're going to see Ruben, where's his heart on his sleeve?
Yeah, with a back tension release, you're really at a disadvantage with a target like this.
Has to stay in line. I know one archer who was a back tension shooter who actually pulled out his thumb release, which he only uses for hunting, to shoot this target. Didn't even try it with a back tension.
Was that Chris Deston?
It was indeed. So I didn't really want to name names because it didn't go well for him.
Ah.
Come on, Ruben. Now what are you going to do? Oh, Liam. Well, no, that's risky. Liam offers him a thumb release.
Nice bit of camaraderie there, though.
Yes, and possibly one for the audience at home. I don't think that word means the same in Dutch as it means in English. Yes, Liam and Chris collapse laughing. Right, thumb release. Not shot one of these for a while, have you? Where are you going with this?
Going into the crowd there.
No, this is bravery. Thumb release.
Oh, my God, it's gone.
And that's
That was interesting.
Chris hands it back to him a lot shorter than it started.
That shot, I think,
Ruben
probably
goes, thanks.
probably blunted his chances as much as it blunted the arrow.
Back to Lucy. Lucy up and up and up. Still struggling with this. Hasn't shot an arrow. There we go. That's a miss.
Bisected the targets.
The
there.
word is for Lucy that she actually missed with the first one, which is why they're clapping a miss. Right, Ruben. Slightly heavier thumb release this time. Picked up another one. Where are you going with it? I mean, that's excellent. I mean, it's ruined his day.
That's a good comeback.
And Chris in the background, clapping as heartily as the next guy, possibly breathing a sigh of relief that he's not got past him, but also just being honest, going, this has been rather like watching other famous athletes
I think
implode.
if you're going to hit a brick wall, that's the arrow you want to shoot after, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, Lucy, get off this target with something. She's got a miss and a miss between the targets. This is making it, the final goal on this target. Claudine Jennings is probably not really looking forward to this after all this.
After 2 days of hard competition like this, to have a miss on the penultimate target is heartbreaking, isn't it?
Oh, pretty much, and especially with the amount of money it costs you. I mean, again, Tapani and Grawwinkle, etc., will be going when they see the scores. That's really a shame for you, Ruben. That's a decent fought to finish, and he says what he thinks of the target.
Come on, Lucy.
Let's see where you put this. She's, even with these misses, is probably comfortable enough for third place. Well, if Claudine could pull out that's a decent
better.
shot. Not too unhappy about the second to last target?
We won't talk about that one.
Excellent. But overall, so you will be coming
did get
back
my
to one of
arrow
these,
back, by the
which is
way.
good, yes.
Yeah.